Hey guys, and today Shorty and I are going to do the best and fairest count for the Catters. It's been an intriguing season and a couple of standout players, and we're just going to just a bit of revealing of who stood up in the votes. Obviously, we did a bit of a recap each week of who we thought was the best three on the ground. So now we're going to do a bit of a tally up. And Shorty, we'll start off with you, mate. We're going to do the top three. So, and I think I've got four because I've may have a couple of interesting votes there. So go for it, mate.
I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Obviously, Selwood, there's no surprises because I've said him so many times for the three votes. And
broken record there.
Yeah, he came out on top with 34 votes.
Excellent, mate.
And he won the BNF, and I'm sure you'll agree with that later on too as well.
I hope so.
And second, I had Duncan. Not surprised there either. I knew I'd put him in quite a bit, and upon looking back, that was pretty true because he came in second.
He did.
And third in the actual BNF, but pretty close.
Yeah, very.
And in my third place, I had the actual second in Tommy Hawkins, and I think I was 16 votes. So
you're just a legend, mate. Just know how to pick him.
No, not too bad. Obviously, Duncan had the breakout year, or really jumping into that close to elite bracket despite a poor final series, and Hawkins was back to his what he can really do, his best form, which is great to see. So a pretty fair top three there, and I was pretty happy with how it all went there. Pretty close to the actual mark, but
definitely.
Yeah, so it was a clear winner.
He was good, wasn't he?
Yeah, and how did your votes pan out?
Somewhat similar, but somewhat dissimilar. So Selwood led the way with 31 votes, and he just had an outstanding season. Had a bit of a quiet patch in the middle of the year, and I mean, that's what I thought would kill him in the Brownlow, and you were pretty confident, but that's another story. So, but no, he's just ball use and ability to go forward and kick goals and have an awesome second half of the season was just spectacular, and you just get more respect for him each game he plays, which you think is impossible, but he just keeps doing it, so he just does a great job. And now I've got an interesting little conundrum here, mate. I've got three players tied on second.
That is pretty rare.
Yeah, I would have thought so. I've got Duncan on 17, Bartel on 17, and Stevie J on 17. So,
couple of different names to mind.
Yeah, they certainly are, and they didn't quite tear that one on the best and fairest. I think you have the most accurate, but you wonder. Sorry, go, mate.
Oh, it's not all about getting it right. They're your votes.
They certainly were, and I mean, probably doesn't help. John and Bartel, my first and second favourite players, whether there's bias kicked in there or whether I thought they generally played well, I think I did, otherwise I don't think I would have picked them. So,
don't need to back it up, mate, they're your votes.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, no, that's certainly it. And the actual best and fairest, pretty happy with the top 10 and shown on the AFL website, but one maybe to talk about.
Yeah, Corey Enright was a bit of a surprise, and it's hard to really gauge. Like, probably me and you sort of thought that maybe he didn't have a fantastic year, or it was kind of going downhill. That was probably my thought process. But he finished fourth, which was a really good effort. Definitely. And that just sort of gives an insight to that maybe everyone expects Enright to be cutting across and taking the marks and rebounding out of fence, but maybe that's not what he's after anymore from the coaching staff. Maybe he's really been doing a great defensive role, which we knew he had been, but maybe not as well as we might have thought, because the fourth place in the best and fairest shows that he's right up there in the coach's thoughts and had a pretty good year. So it's a pretty old top 10.
Yeah, we were just looking at it before, and I think 8 players out of 10 there are sort of either A, peaking, or B, towards the end. So I mean, I don't think it's the best position you want to be in. To be honest.
Like Selwood will be there for ages, but then the rest is Duncan and Guthrie. So the rest are, your Kellys, your Taylors, your Rivers, your Enrights,
Bartel.
But that's probably where we're at. Just quickly, Duncan got 22 votes for mine. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not, but
I think you did,
let's throw that in. And is it a bad thing? Is it not? Well, you'd probably like a few more players to be putting their hand up from the younger brigade this year. That's what we'll be looking for. Yeah.
That's right. Well, I think we'll find out next year how we sort of go, but it just feels like we're getting older and older each season, and not too much sort of going in our favour, but
but it's a bit of a changing of the guard too. Well, just to be expected.
Yeah, it's going to happen, and that's just the way it goes. So.
I don't like their system either, mate. The voting system.
Yeah. What have you got for us?
Oh, it's a terrible system, mate. You only poll in your 20 best games.
Yeah,
for starters, that's moronic.
Bang! You just
And
killed
why
the
does
system.
every player get a vote? Also moronic, just if they play.
I think the Sydney game, everyone got a vote.
Everyone gets a vote if they play. That's my point.
Yeah, it's not really make you earn it kind of thing. So
Exactly, like Stevie J, that's why he finishes so far down. You look at his past two Brownlow efforts, and he hasn't had a top 10 finish in the BNF. I mean, that just shouts out that something's wrong.
yeah.
I don't know. It's I just think you give votes to blokes who actually deserve it, or have like a 10-1 voting system or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
To give votes to everyone. I mean, Steve Johnson gets penalised for missing a few games where, you know, whoever was sub might play 20 minutes and they'll get like 2 or 3 votes.
Yeah,
I don't like it though.
not the nicest way to go about it. And there's other ways to probably do it in a more efficient fashion.
Yeah, and to be honest, I thought Sal would only win by 10 votes. I thought he was
Clearly a big
won,
standout.
He won ours by 10 votes, and that was a 3-2 and 1. They're voting the winners on 290 something.
Yeah, that's
he wins
right.
by 10 votes, and they get 0.5s and stuff. So
Yeah, it's a weird, bit of a weird system, but that's how they're doing it. So
that's how they do it. I don't necessarily like it, but Selwood won, and that was fair enough. And I guess that's all that we want.
I guess so, mate. So
there's my rant, huh?
Oh, that's good, mate. Just got to get it off your chest. So, yeah, those are some of the thoughts from Shorty and myself on the Geelong best and fairest this season, and sort of a bit of a cap on our votes and who we've rewarded. So, would absolute standard again. That's his third best and fairest. He's just racking them up, and he'll probably beat Buddha Hawkins for record of 4 best and fairest. So we'll see how he goes. But feel free to comment any thoughts you have. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to us as well. It's always good. And yeah, we'll have the Twitter accounts in the description below. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you guys all soon.